Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we're looking at REVIO, this AI video software that seems to be everywhere you look online. We've got a whole pile of marketing stuff, some pretty wild success stories, and tons of user testimonials.
Yeah, it's really blowing up right now, isn't it? That whole idea of putting Hollywood-level video production into the hands of anyone with a computer.
Right, and the marketing really plays that up too, doesn't it? They're
Mhm.
talking about turning any photo into a talking video with hyper-realistic emotions and lifelike movement, even saying full HD and no watermarks.
I mean, that's definitely going to catch the eye of anyone who's ever tried to make a decent video, right? Like, who wouldn't want that?
Totally. But the real question is it actually as easy as they make it sound?
Well, according to Revio, it's just 3 simple steps. Log in, pick a photo or one of their pre-made character templates, then customize the text, the movements, and boom, export your video.
They make it sound like ordering a pizza.
Exactly. And speaking of getting things delivered, they've included some pretty interesting stories about people using Revio to, well, make some serious cash, like this one about Ashley. She's a single mom who, according to them, went from struggling to pay bills to running her own successful AI video business.
And it all started with a video of Donald Trump, right? Promoting some made-up coffee brand. She was sending it to local businesses.
Yeah, it's kind of wild, but pretty smart, right? Using a familiar face to grab attention and show off what AI video can do.
And clearly it worked, because now she's charging like $497 per video, according to this.
I mean, that's pretty impressive. It really shows you the potential for, tapping into trends and even using, famous people to create stuff that could go viral.
Yeah, definitely. And then there's this other story about Jason, who's an affiliate marketer. Apparently he used Revio to make a video of Oprah promoting a product from ClickBank. And
ClickBank, for anyone who doesn't know, is this platform with tons of digital products you can promote and earn commissions on.
right, exactly. So Jason made this video, put it on a brand new TikTok account, and according to the materials, made over $2,000 without doing anything else.
So yeah, they're really pushing that whole quick and easy money angle.
For sure. And it's not just those stories either. They've got all these testimonials from other people who are supposedly using Revio. Marketers, video creators, influencers, they're all saying amazing things about how it's changed their work.
There's one quote that really stood out to me. It said, if you can upload a selfie and type, you can use this app. They're really hammering home that it's super user-friendly, even if you're not a tech whiz.
Yeah, that's a really important point, right? Because so many people get intimidated by the whole video editing thing.
Exactly. And that ties in nicely with this whole, laptop lifestyle message they've got going on. This idea that Revio can help you ditch the 9-to-5 and become your own boss.
And that freedom is definitely a huge draw for a lot of people these days, especially with the whole gig economy thing.
Right. And on top of that, Revio comes with a commercial license, so you can actually sell the videos you create and keep all the profit.
Which is a huge plus, right? Because a lot of other AI tools either make you pay extra for that or don't even allow it at all.
Exactly. Plus, you're not paying a monthly fee. It's just a one-time purchase.
So no recurring subscription draining your bank account.
And to make it even less risky, they've got that 30-day money-back guarantee. So
Yeah, they're really confident that you're going to love it. But, all this sounds amazing, right? But before we jump on the Revio bandwagon, we need to take a closer look at what's actually going on under the hood.
Exactly. Does Revio really deliver on all these promises? How good are the videos, really? And how does it compare to the other AI video tools out there? Those are all things we need to unpack.
And that's what we'll be diving into next. So stick around as we take a closer look at the technical side of Revio and see if it lives up to the hype. All right, so let's get a little bit more technical here. The marketing stuff keeps mentioning cutting-edge AI algorithms and all that, but they don't really go into detail about how it all actually works.
Yeah, they're definitely more focused on the what than the how, aren't they? But from what they do say, it sounds like Revio is using a bunch of different AI technologies all combined together. They talk about flawless lip sync a lot, so that makes me think they're using some kind of facial recognition and animation stuff.
And then there's also saying you can create videos with human-like emotions and movements, right?
It's kind of making me think of those deep fake videos that have been going around. Is that similar to what Revio is doing? Well, yeah, deep fake technology is definitely a part of the whole AI landscape. But it's important to remember that, the technology itself isn't inherently good or bad. It's all about how it's used. Deepfakes can be super realistic, but there are obviously concerns about them being used for, spreading misinformation or impersonating people without their consent.
So how do we know that Revio is using this technology responsibly?
That's a good question. And the materials do address it, at least to some extent. They say that users are responsible for the content they create and that Revio isn't connected to any social media platforms or anything like that. So basically, they're saying, here's the tool, use it ethically.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's like they're giving you a hammer. You can build a house with it, or you can, smash stuff up.
Exactly. And the ethical side of AI is definitely something worth thinking about. But purely from a technical perspective, it does seem like Revio is using some pretty advanced stuff to get these results.
Okay, so let's assume for a minute that the technology is all good. How does it stack up against other AI video software out there?
That's where it gets a little tricky because they don't really offer any direct comparisons to their competitors. They say that Revio replaces the need for dozens of expensive apps and APIs, but they don't name any names.
And they're definitely playing up the whole cost-saving angle, too, saying you'd have to spend thousands of dollars a year to get similar results using other software.
Right, but without actually testing it out and comparing it side by side, it's hard to know for sure. I will say, though, the fact that it's a one-time purchase definitely makes it more appealing price-wise.
Especially if you factor in the potential to, actually earn money back by selling the videos you create. That commercial license could be a major selling point for a lot of people.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And that kind of tells you who they're targeting, right? Entrepreneurs, marketers, content creators, people who are looking to create high-quality videos without spending a ton of money or time.
Right. So let's say Revio does everything it claims to do. Are there any potential downsides, besides the ethical concerns we already talked about?
Well, one thing that comes to mind is the whole creative control thing. Yeah, Revio gives you options to customize stuff, but at the end of the day, you're still relying on AI to do the heavy lifting, to create the animations and movements.
So you're basically trading some artistic freedom for speed and convenience.
Yeah, kind of. It's